Are you ready? Long division. Okay, when you set these up, it's kind of like end behavior. Automatically put a little backwards out like that in a line right there. Okay. So number 5. We have our divisor here. No, I did your homework Friday. And here's my dividing line or summation line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take in synthetic division, I'm going to take my coefficients only. Okay? So the coefficient of x cubed, positive 1. Coefficient of x squared, negative 2. The coefficient of x to the first is negative 10. And my constant term is negative 15. Now, the x minus 3, when we did long division, you would use x minus 3. But this time, you have to solve for what x is, which is really easy because x is what? That's right, it's 3. So we're going to use 3, positive 3. Now, what you do is, yes, sir. It's just the opposite of what's there. Coefficients. The coefficient of your variables. Standard form from highest to lowest. Okay, bring down the 1. Okay, I take 1 times 3, which is 3. I'm going to add these. Negative 2 plus 3 is negative 1. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Negative 10 plus negative 3. This is not negative 1. This is positive 1. Okay. 3 times 1 is positive 3. Positive 3 plus negative 10 is negative 7. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. Negative 21 plus negative 15 is negative 36. So my answer is, I'm going to drop an exponent. So it's not x cubed anymore. It's x to the second plus x to the first minus 7, and my remainder is negative 36 over x minus 3. See how easy that was? Got it? Because I'm dividing it by a factor, hopefully a factor, x minus 3. So we're dividing it by 1x. So that's why I drop it down to x squared. Okay. Yeah, that's my answer. When I take this polynomial, x cubed minus 2x squared minus 10x minus 15, and I divide it by x minus 3, I get the answer, this. Now, when I get a remainder, that means that x minus 3 is not a factor of this polynomial. Okay. Because that's what my last number ended up to be. If that was 0, that would be a factor. We're going to get there. Yep. All right, number 6. Coefficient. Coefficient of x squared is 1. Coefficient of x to the first, negative 1. And my constant, negative 42. Okay, I'm going to divide it by negative 6, because that's what x equals. Bring down my 1. 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus negative 1. Negative 7. Negative 7 times negative 6. Positive 42. Positive 42 plus a negative 42 is 0. So my answer here is x to the first minus 7, no remainder. So these two are factors, x plus 6 and x minus 7.
Question.
Question.
Are we allowed to do it that way?
No, because directions are going to say do it by long division or do it by synthetic division. Thank you.
Why thank you? Oh, man.
Ready? Number 7. Hey, what's the coefficient of x cubed? Coefficient of x cubed. Coefficient of x cubed. Coefficient of x cubed. Thank you. Coefficient of x squared. Coefficient of x squared.
Obama.
What is it? Nope, not 1. Huh? What? Coefficient of x squared. Yes, you do. Make an educated guess. No. Huh? It is an educated guess, but I want another one. Coefficient, so a number being multiplied to x squared. A number being multiplied by x squared. What's being multiplied to x squared in this polynomial? A number. Not 1. 0. Who said that? It's got to be 0 because x squared isn't there. So it's got to be 0. How about the coefficient of x to the first? 0. I heard it. Am I constant? Negative 8. Hey, what does x equal?
100.
Negative 2. Bring down the 1. What? Because I need the coefficient of all of my variables to use synthetic division. Bless you. Huh? X cubed is 1 times x cubed. All right. This is x cubed plus 0x squared plus 0x to the first minus 8. I needed all of my coefficients. Okay? Well, there is no x squared and x to the first. The only way I can get none, I have to have those to do synthetic division. All right. Bring down the 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2 plus 0. 2 times negative 2. Negative 4. Negative 4 plus 0. What? Negative 2 plus 0 is negative 2. What did you guys put positive 2? So that would make it positive 4. 4 plus 0. 4. 4 times negative 2. Negative 8 plus negative 8. Okay, so my answer is 1x squared minus 2x plus 4 minus my remainder, 16 over x plus 2. Wow, that was difficult. I didn't mess up anything. You guys did. It's all your fault. Okay, number 8. What's the coefficient of x cubed? Negative. What's the coefficient of x squared? What's the coefficient of x to the first? 0. And then my constant. What does x equal? Bring down the 2. 2 times negative 2. Negative 4 plus 6 is 2 times negative 2. Negative 4 plus 0. Negative 4 times negative 2. 8 plus negative 9. So my answer is
-1.
2x squared plus 2x minus 4 minus my remainder 1 over x plus 2. See how easy that is?
Okay. Wait. Hold yourself for 1 second. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, because I have a minus 1. Anybody else have any questions? You don't get this? They're just the coefficients of my variables. Here's my x cubed minus 8. If I expanded that to all of my variables, my coefficients, there's a 1 here, there's a 0 here, a 0 here, and a minus 8. 1, 0, 0, minus 8. Okay? Bring down the first one, multiply it to the divisor, that gives me negative 2. Add these together, and just keep going over and over. Okay. Anybody else? Questions, comments, concerns? All right, let's keep going. All right. It says fully factor the given polynomials. So this time we have to draw our own little symbol. Okay, what's my coefficient of x cubed? Coefficient of x cubed. Coefficient of x cubed. Coefficient of x squared. Coefficient of x to the first. Coefficient of x to the first. And my constant. What does x equal? What does x equal? Okay, bring down the first one. Because it says it, it's already solved for. Okay. Okay, so 1 times negative 2. Negative 2 plus negative 5. Negative 7 times negative 2. That's right, 14. 14 plus negative 2. 12 times negative 2. Negative 24 plus 24. Okay, so my answer here is x squared minus 7x plus 12, and x equal negative 2 is a 0, or if you want to call it a solution, a root, whatever you want to call it. Yes, ma'am. Okay. When we're doing it up here, do you see how we have to solve for x? Okay, that's how we subtract 2 from both sides. Okay. We already have x solved for here. Okay, so we don't have to do that. Number 10. Okay, what's the coefficient of x cubed?
2.
Coefficient of x squared? Coefficient of x? And my number?
1.
Okay, what's my divisor here? 10. Bring down the 1. What? No. Because up here we had a solve for x up here. About it. 1 times 10 is? Yeah, you have to have a fact. Well, yeah, you have to have at least one factor, one number. Okay, 10 plus negative 12. Negative 2. Negative 2 times 10. Negative 20. Negative 20 plus 12. Negative 8. Yes, sir. Okay, negative 8 times positive 10. Negative 80. Negative 80 plus 80. 0. So, x equal 10 is a 0. 0, solution, root, whatever you want to call it. And my solution is x squared minus 2x minus 8. Yes, sir. Because, remember, I'm dividing out an x. Okay? That brings me down from an x cubed to an x squared. Okay? All right, last one I'm doing, number 11. This, quiet. This time it says to go ahead and find all the zeros. So they say use negative 5 for my first one. Coefficient of x cubed. Coefficient of x squared. Coefficient of x to the first. And my constant? What am I dividing it by? Bring down the 1. 1 times negative 5. Negative 5 plus negative 1. Negative 6 times negative 5. 30 plus negative 21. 9 times negative 5. Negative 45 plus 45. Okay, so one of the zeros is x equals negative 5. Okay, this is where I'm going to start irritating you. My answer here is what? Okay, how many zeros can my polynomial have here? Not 4, not 2. Well, it could have 2. It could have up to 3 zeros, right? Because it's a degree of 3. I can have up to 3 solutions for zeros. Okay, you guys know how to find zeros of polynomials now, right? I showed you like 5 methods, right? factoring, long division, synthetic division, quadratic formula. What do you want to use? You tell me. Every person's different. You want to do another synthetic division? Okay. Let's see, I have a 1, -6, and 9. What's my divisor? What 0 do you want? Now, we already got -5, so we need, there's an infinite number we can pick from, except -5. We tried 2,369,000 and 7. Should we try 7? Why 7? Huh? Well, we got to find all the zeros for the polynomial. It says find all the zeros. So we could sit here and start picking numbers left and right. What's going to be a better method factoring? Hey, quiet. What are my factors of this polynomial? X, that's positive, that's negative, so negative, negative. 3. Set each one of these factors to 0, solve for x. So what are my other zeros? In this case, I only end up with 2 zeros, 3 and -5. Okay, your homework. I am going to assign you practice worksheet, which is 5.4 part 2 practice worksheet. And today's date, 2/11/19. Questions, comments?